Hello everyone, today we are going to start question number 5 of exercise 14.2 of class 8. So let us see, we have given 3 terms and only one term is a perfect square. So we can't complete the identity. We have to split the middle term, means we will take the multiplication of the constant term and the coefficient of the perfect square term, that is 1 here. So if you multiply the two numbers you should get 8, and if you add you should get 6, right? So let me take 4 and 2. 4 2s are 4 2s is 8 and 4 plus 2 is 6. So you can replace this 6 by 4 plus 2, right? So let us write p square plus 4 plus 2 into p plus 8. This p will be multiplied. So p square plus 4p plus 2p. You can directly write this one also, plus 8. Now pair of first 2 and last 2. So you can see here in the first two terms p is the common factor. So take p as common. So what will be there in the bracket is p plus 4. Now take 2 as the common. So p plus 4 again in the bracket. So in both of the terms you can see is p plus 4 is common. So you can take p plus 4 throughout common. So what will remain there? Now p plus 2. So this is the factorization by splitting middle term. Here also you can see q square is only the perfect square number here. So we will split this 10 in two negative numbers, that their sum must be 10 and their product must be 21. So 7 and 3, 7 3s are 21, and if you add 7 and 3 you will get 10. So it will be q square minus 7 plus 3 q plus 21. Now open the bracket, q square, this negative sign, change the sign of both 7 and 3. Both will be negative, plus 21. Now let us pair up here. You can take pair of first two and can have q as the common factor. So q minus 7 will remain. So third term is negative, so a negative sign will be common, and 3 and 21 are the multiple of 3, so you can take 3 as the common. So minus 3 is the common here. So sign of minus 3q will be positive now in the bracket, and this plus become negative. So q minus 7 will remain. So you can see in the bracket q minus 7 is common in both of the terms. So what will be remain here? Q minus 3. So this is the factorization of the second part. Let us start the third one. Here you can see both are the perfect square numbers, but the sign is negative. We must have positive perfect terms, right? Perfect square terms. So if it is p square, it must be plus 16, right? Only then we can complete the identity. But here we have to split the middle term. So we have to split this 6 in two numbers. One must be positive, other must be negative, so that the product is negative. So the subtraction must be 6, right? If negative sign is there, we must find the subtraction is 6. Subtraction must be the middle term. So let me take 8 and 2. 8 2s are 16 and 8 minus 2 is 6. So the same sign will forward with the larger term, the number that have greater value. So 8 have greater value, so 8 will be positive and 2 will be negative. So that 8 minus 2 is positive 6, and multiplication of 8 and minus 2 is minus 16, right? So let us write p square plus 8 minus 2p minus 16. So p square plus 8p minus 2p minus 16. From first two terms we will find p as the common. So p plus 8, and take minus 2 common because both the terms are negative. So take minus 2 as the common, you will get p plus 8 again. So p plus 8 is throughout common in both of the terms. So take p plus 8 common and p minus 2 will remain, right? So that's all the solution 5.